You ready?
Welcome to Between Two Cheeks. I am Stacy Heller, and I am always with Brooke Kennedy.
Hello.
And you may notice that we have a special guest today, Justin. He's so excited to be here, let me tell you. He is almost as excited to be here as I will be when it's my turn to get my Brazilian. Yeah, it's as painful for him as it will be for me. So, today we are going to talk about where does an expert go when they need to get a Brazilian? This is something that I wanted to know.
Well, here, now that we're at the spot, I've got plenty of service providers where we do all exchange at 9 o'clock at night, and it's fabulous. I just did one on a coworker last night. But when I was in my own little closet, that made-over closet that we talked about in a previous episode, 7.5 by 8.5 space, and I worked with all cosmetologists, I did my own.
That sounds so interesting.
And Justin has seen it.
I mean,
seen me do my own.
They are married, so.
Because I would do it at home. But there is one problem, or difficulty, challenge, we shall say, and that is actually doing the between the cheeks. So it's easier with wax, but it's more difficult with sugar due to the way the hair grows. So.
And just how sugar is, period. Yeah.
So I taught Justin.
I love this. Do you love this?
It's how do you say it? A conundrum. It's equal parts aroused and disturbed at the same time. The first time that I saw her do it, we were going someplace. I think we were going to our friend's wedding in Mexico. Well, anyways, a bathing suit was involved. And she's in the bathroom, and where our bed is, you can look right into the bathroom, and she's doing her legs, and I've seen her do this plenty of times. But then out comes the thumb, down goes the underwear, up goes the leg on the vanity, and, my eyes get kind of big. I'm like, what the? And, and she didn't even miss a beat. It was just bang. She just dove into the business and started taking care of things. And to watch her try to get around the backside area, I didn't know she could bend in that way, and again bring back that equally parts aroused and disturbed. And while I was still kind of in shock, honey, I hear this, honey, can you come here, honey? And I kind of snap out of it, and I go walking in there, and can you check and make sure I got everything? Okay, here we go, right?
Husband of a Brazilian monster.
Yeah, husband of a Brazilian sugarist. And she's like, I should teach you how to do this. And I was like, again, like I was saying earlier before the show, I'm a man, so I make a mess out of pretty much everything, but I make up for it with willingness and enthusiasm. So, of course, I dove in head first. And
it's so hard, isn't it? Not to to go there with these comments and these things that we say.
Oh, I'm so being PG right now. Brooke told me point blank before I got here that I had to be polite and represent some sort of etiquette, and
You're showing tremendous decorum.
I am trying to do my best not to land myself on the couch for the unforeseeable, foreseeable future. Yeah.
Your head is going to be somewhere.
It's always there.
So, wow.
So I taught him here, and of course, you're going to do a leg, right? Because you just have to keep it simple. Sugar, I was overly confident. So having had sugar, you were overly confident as well. So I had received sugaring services for years before I became an esthetician. Mm-hmm. So when we came to the sugaring module in school, I was like, oh, I've got this. I was like, sugaring is going to be my bitch. Thinking that it's a lot more difficult. We already talked about how to do it.
It is a bitch. It wasn't your bitch.
Yes, because you'll get stuck. A lot of people, because people are like, why is sugaring not more popular on the east side? Because there's not tons of places that do it. Like you can find a lot of waxing spas and salons. So it has to do with the temperature of the sugar, temperature of the technician, temperature of the room. There's a lot of components. So I remember telling Justin, I was like, just so you know, you are going to bruise me. You are going to get
And I
stuck.
did.
And it's going to be okay. Because I've had clients that try doing it during quarantine, and if you want to save money, do it. And they text me, "You are essential, and I need you," because they've had bruises all over themselves. So it's not as easy as it looks. But since he's been watching me do it since 2012.
Very long time.
Yeah. So he was feeling overly. He's like, "There's not that much to it." He's like, "I think I've got this."
It took me twice.
But you did get messy, and you did
Oh yeah, no, I
bruise me.
I still make a mess of things, but she had to show me twice.
They only have to do a very small area.
Yeah, she takes care of the business. I just take care of the back door. It's fine. There's a small little area that I need to worry about. Yes.
That's so cute. I mean, is this a love letter or what?
And you definitely do love me more today.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so from your perspective, since we have you here, clearly you now have an appreciation for what Brooke does.
I always have. I mean, what she does isn't easy. Her profession is not easy whatsoever. So I already had appreciation going into it, but putting hands on and whatnot, it definitely has expanded that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And then also having an appreciation for what women do for themselves.
But he's always said, because I have had this done way before.
And
we
I
even
have 4
got
older
together.
sisters. So, I grew up around women doing things like this my entire life. So, it's not odd for me. It's not weird,
Mm-hmm.
to see your own wife hike her leg up on the vanity and go after the business. Go diving in and watching the paint on her face. I was like, yeah, that was a little bit difficult. But, what ladies do, it's a lot. And yeah, it's a lot.
Yes.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So, any advice for, say, somebody that's never had it done before?
Maybe a piece of stick with some leather wrapped around it. No, to be honest, I mean, she's removed hair all over me. Down in Holly, Palm Springs at Skin Games. She entered a waxing competition, and
I'm not a waxer.
and she's not a waxer, but she entered a waxing competition,
Soft wax.
and they were supposed to provide models. Well, the models weren't there thanks to
COVID, yeah.
Yeah, thanks to COVID. I don't know what that is anyway. So, you hear it all the time. So out in the hallway, there was 3 gentlemen standing there, kind of
All husbands.
doing one of these maneuvers, and we're kind of looking at each other, going, "Yeah, shit," here, sorry.
Just in case.
Yeah, and so she waxed me from the knee down, and she's gone and handled the business before we went on vacation a couple of times, and hair off the back and whatnot. And honestly, beard. She's done my beard one time. That was interesting.
Wow.
People who say that hair removal is excruciating. You see these videos of people screaming bloody murder.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't quite understand.
I have a few choice words for those people, but I'll keep it to myself right now.
So you don't think it's that bad?
No.
Okay.
That's good for her.
Well,
right?
we have. There's a gentleman friend that I know of that comes in here, gets his back done, and he complains about how bad it is, and I'm relentless with him. Relentless with him.
He's Italian. He's got some hair and it's deep rooted.
No.
Okay.
Stop making excuses.
I wanna go back for a second to the part where you talked about how she's done your business before, leading one to ask the question, what kind of bathing suit are you wearing?
Oh, it's not for bathing suits.
That's right, ladies. It's not for bathing suits. It's for Brooke.
Yeah. If she's kind enough to, then I should reciprocate with manscaping.
Again, this is a love letter. This is amazing. Oh my gosh.
It goes both ways, ladies. It goes both ways.
That's an awesome way to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and just that appreciation, as I said, I know you already appreciate what it is that Brooke does. And I mean, clearly you helped build that. You literally helped build this business.
Yes, he did.
It's all Brooke, 100%. I just facilitated a few things.
He is definitely a wonderful business partner. So he brings me to work every day. He picks me up from work every night. He helps me close down the spa. He does cash drop. He does all of anything that needs to be fixed, and he'll get us supplies. He'll bring us food. And then he is involved in all of the big decisions as well.
Naturally.
Meetings and all of that.
Nothing that a good partner wouldn't do. Nothing that any average good partner wouldn't do. Nothing special.
He's amazing.
It is special. I don't think you realize that.
We will agree to disagree.
Okay. So, I'm just fascinated with the idea of Pete being in my business, and I don't know that I can get there. So, any other thoughts before we wind up here? Anything else that you want to potentially share with people?
Sugar.
I mean, you poured a little sugar on her. I didn't get any sugar from you. Am I going to get any sugar?
He has to go get the sugar.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so he's back. My bracelets are off. And this is really happening right now. Look at the wrist action.
Okay.
Okay. Try this at home. He has a good coach.
I'm not even shaking right now. I think you're shaking more than I am.
So, see, like I said, I kind of make a mess of things.
Hey, but you know what? That doesn't hurt.
Nope.
But I'm assuming that this is nothing like my butt crack is going to be.
Oh, there you got it.
There it is.
There we go.
I was hoping that you wouldn't make it look too easy.
So we'll get you a wet towel and clean you
No,
up.
you can just tap on
Yeah, we'll just get her a wet towel.
Well, on that note, he's really good at this. So
It's
just in
enough for the
case,
cheeks.
right? I mean, just in
In
case.
an emergency situation.
He
Or
can-
if you can't reach a certain area.
I mean, there are amazing things. Okay, so on that note, how can people have this done to them by a professional? Where do they go? Sweet Bee Hair and Skin Lounge, obviously.
We have our website, which is betweentwocheeks.com.
Yes.
You can also book appointments online at sweetbeehairandskin.com.
Yes. Follow us on social media.
Yes.
Make sure that you are, if you are listening to this right now, the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is really fun because right now, Justin is cleaning sugar off my hand, like the gentleman that he is. So thank you so much for being here today. I'm
Thank you.
verklempt.
I think I got it all.
Wave to the camera, baby. Say it.
He's such a gentleman.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you
I
for
love
having
you.
me. Love you too.
And with that, we are done. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Bye.